What is going on, big dogs? I hope your guys' day is going well. If you guys do enjoy trap rankings, I don't know, autistic shit like that, and you're just really into the Saw franchise, you're probably gonna like this video, so I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so back to the original. I think this is Saw 1, the bathroom Saw trap. So pretty much the original Saw trap, everything that started off the huge behemoth that we now have as the Saw franchise. Do I think I could kill someone else and or cut off my leg? Or I guess my foot. Low-key, honestly, I'm gonna put this one down at probably Forever Scarred, just because I feel like the legs and the feet are honestly, like, if you're gonna have to cut something off, that's like the most, like, I would rather cut off a lower body part than an upper body part, if that makes sense. I don't know. The original bathroom Saw trap, if they're referring to like having to either cut off your leg or kill the person you're in the room with, I think it's around middle of the road. Honestly, I don't think this trap was too hard, and I don't think it was too easy. I think this is probably a good reason why the Saw franchise blew up, was because you could really, like, in a fucked up way, like, imagine yourself cutting your own foot off, and I think there's a lot of people who really could. Anyways, I'm just gonna go middle tier for that. Some way or another, this guy, like, I remember the scene, but he kind of just, like, rolls around in fucking wire, and I think he's like naked or something, maybe. Let me just look this up just to make sure I don't get this wrong. Yeah, so I think this guy was like trapped in it. So yeah, you pretty much just have to find your way through the wire naked. Ugh, that would hurt so bad. I don't know, something about like small cuts all over my body just really irk me. Honestly, I would put this one probably at like the second to the highest, just because just the pure amount of just, I mean, death by 1,000 cuts, you know, like just literally so many cuts all over the place. I don't know, if you gotta be like really calm, but still, I mean, there's only so much calmness can do if you're fucking, I don't know, having to shimmy through a fucking jigsaw wire maze, you know. All right, flammable jelly. Yes, so this gentleman, I remember this one pretty recently. He's like covered in flammable jelly, and he has to go around a room and like find a code for some type of lock for the candle burns out, but if he lights himself on fire, then he's fucked. Honestly, I'm gonna go to probably Kill Me Now as well, just because the fact that burning alive, in my opinion, is literally the worst way to die. So that's like already like a really big negative. Is like, I think burning alive is literally so painful if I had to just imagine. I don't know, I get like a tiny little like sunburn and it hurts so fucking bad, so I can't even imagine just your whole body just getting fucking scorched. You have to search an entire room full of combos, and you have to do it within like a pretty small time limit, because I think you have till the flame goes out. Like, all that shit's just fucking bullcrap. Like, fuck that shit. I'm just gonna do Kill Me Now. Probably one of my least favorite traps, or I'm ranking the traps based on how I would perceive them if I was in the trap. I'm not saying like this is the overall, this is what the rankings are. This is if I was in these traps. Just to clarify that, because I know there's a lot of snowflakes out there. Alright, reverse bear trap. Honestly, I don't think it's that bad in the sense of like, you have to do like fucked up shit with your eye, which sucks. But I don't know, this kind of like is the Saw franchise's like #1 trap. I'm kind of underballing this shit. I'm gonna go middle of the road. The one thing I was gonna say is if you do die, I guess it's pretty quick. Kind of just snaps and you probably die relatively quick. So there's that. I don't know, I'm just gonna give it middle of the road. Shotgun hallway Saw trap. Wasn't this like, honestly, I think I'm cool with this trap, just in the sense of this one isn't really even like a traditional Saw trap. It's more like a booby trap, I would say. Honestly, just in the sense of if I was gonna die by something, shotgun's the way to go. So it's not even really a test. It's more just like a booby trap, and the fact that I would honestly rather go by shotgun if I was gonna go by anything. So I got problems. So yeah, wasn't this one you had to like get something out of your eye or some shit? Yeah, it's like an Iron Maiden. I think it was in this guy's eye. So it's kind of like the reverse bear trap. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was in his eye. Okay, honestly, this one I'm kind of like the reverse bear trap. Actually, maybe even a little bit less in the fact that like, at least if you do fucking die, you're getting crushed. It's just crushing your ass instead of like some crazy reverse trap bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to anyone? I don't know. It seems like an easier way to die than the other one. Electric Staircase Saw 2. This is just another booby trap, I think. So just a lethal shock. I don't know. It's... Everyone just kind of gets shocked. I'm gonna do the same thing as the hallway one. I mean, can you really call it a trap? Nerve gas house Saw 2. Low key, I kind of like the premise of the nerve gas, just because it kind of like creates like pressure the whole movie. I did like that part. It reminds me of a lot of like a movie called Vile. If you guys haven't seen it, people like have a thing on their back and they have to like inflict a certain amount of pain to get out of the room. I don't know, I think when like the room itself becomes deadly in a way, it kind of instills like sense of, I don't know, like pressure. So for that reason, nerve gas house, for that reason, I'm gonna go ahead and put this at the Magnum eye hole. I remember seeing this when I was a kid and this dude was getting bodied. Again, if I was to, I wouldn't look through the people. I think that was a really dumb idea. And the fact that like if you do, you kind of just get shot and you're dead. It's again one of the easier ways to go. If I was gonna go, I mean, I would want it to go that way. Oh my god, the furnace, bro. I remember Saw 2 watching the furnace scene. Dude, that guy was so fucking stupid, like low-key. The fact that like anyone would ever get into like the furnace, I mean, I remember it, like I think it was something about like that was his trap or whatever, but like, dude, I'm not going in a furnace. Like I said, you can just do game over. Like I said, I think burning alive is like one of the worst ways to go. I'm not doing it. Anything to do with burns and heat, I just, you can just kill me, bro. Oh my god. The needle pit, low key, the needle pit is really scarring. Honestly, kill me. I don't know. It's just something about like the gross fucking needles. You know, like they're just falling on you and you're getting stabbed over and over again. Like that shit is so like, I don't know, just fuck that shit. The razor box, dude, everyone who's watched Saw 2, even people who don't know about the razor box, like it's essentially get two hands and you put them in there, and this fucking bitch was dumb because instead of just putting one hand in there and using the other hand to maybe like pry it open to give you some room to grab the vial, she put both in and she died. It's really gross. Like I hate stuff to do with like wrists and stuff like that, and it's just like I can honestly see someone doing this and getting trapped by this like in the moment because they're freaking out. But just the fact that like you could really think about it and like you can put a stick up in there to do things to pry it open. There's like a lot of ways I feel like to kind of get around this trap. So razor box is yeah, going down to this isn't even a test. That shit's Alright, so now that I got most of the traps from Saw 1 and Saw 2 done, I'm just gonna go through them one more time. And again, I'm gonna make this probably like a 3 or 4 part series so I don't have like a super long video. But essentially, fuck the furnace. Just anything to do with fire, you can just like literally just end my life. The fact that with the razor wires, you have to literally go through an entire maze of just mini cuts or major cuts all over your body is just gross. The jelly one, it's a little bit less worse than the furnace in the sense of like you're not going into a big ass furnace and there's kind of something you can do, but still the fact that you have a really good chance of putting yourself on fire is ass. Anything to do with needles is really gross. I just personally like just have like a mental block. I think my brain literally like mentally blocked out that fucking scene because it's just so gross. I hate it. These ones, the original Saw trap, I think it could cut off my leg, but it's not like the worst thing ever. Reverse bear trap, I can open up someone's body or open up my eye if I have to, and if I really can't and I kind of like pussy out, at least I'm kind of instantly dead. The nerve gas house, again, I like the premise of it. It's really cool having like not only just a trap, but like a room of people with like the big building being a trap is cool. I like that premise a lot. The kind of other reverse bear trap, or I guess the clampy one, I don't know. Honestly, I can take it or leave it with this one. It doesn't really matter where I'm cutting into my body. It's all the same. It's just the fact that like you're kind of instantly dead if you fail the trap, which to me is kind of a pro because I don't really see myself surviving most traps. And then the hallway shotgun, the electrified staircase, and the Magnum eye hole are more all just kind of like booby traps instead of like actual Saw traps. So I'm just gonna put them all on the same level and just say like, can you even really call this a test? Whew, that was a lot, and that was only like 2 movies. holy shit. If I had to experience these traps, this is how I would rank them. I'm just rating them on how I personally would perceive each of these traps. So if you guys have a different opinion than mine, or if you agree with me, comment below. It helps search algorithm. I'm really small and it helps me out get found a little bit more. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like videos like this, I have an Alice in Borderland video as well, so check that out. I appreciate you guys watching. Have a good one, guys.